Hello, my YouTube family. Welcome to my channel. This topic is Woman Found Her Boyfriend Getting Married. Let's get into it.
This woman named Sonya who came to social media to try to expose her boyfriend Frank Arnold for lying to her.
This is Frank Arnold, and I have been seeing him consistently for the past year up until 4 a.m. on Saturday morning when he dropped me off at my house after spending the night with me. So imagine my surprise when I go online and I see a video that his friend posted of Arnold getting married after he had just been telling me he wanted to have a child with me.
Sonya says she had no idea he had a whole fiance because for a year he was always with her. She says she knew him for 6 years and just last year they started back dating again, and she thought everything was going great because he was always calling her, spending time with her, and making her feel special like a boyfriend should. She says after she saw the video of him getting married to another woman, she realized that everything was a lie. So she came to social media to ask everybody to help her find the woman so she can tell her what kind of man she got.
Know who this lady is because she needs to know the kind of monster she married on Saturday, July 26th in Fairfax, Virginia.
Well, the woman was found and notified of her husband's actions, and she gave no response. But it's interesting that all of the commentary around this situation are women asking, why did Sonya even try to expose him in the first place? Because if he didn't marry her, then she knows that she is the side chick. But was she the side chick if he was lying to her the whole time? Some people are saying she did too much. She should know her place and leave it alone. While others are saying he needs to be exposed for what he did because he was wrong. What do you think of this story? Should Sonya just leave this couple alone and let them have a happy marriage? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierka with the T. Follow for more.
So, for people who wants the updated version of what's going on with this marriage y'all seen that happen, and then a lady came out and basically said that was her man. So she actually messaged me and said that since I was the nicest person who made a point of view about it, she would actually tell me the story. So she told me to message her on and call her. So if you guys want to hear it and what she said, this is the story and this is how it happens.
Okay, but the thing is, let me just start from the beginning, okay?
Okay.
So me and Frank, we started dating in 2019, and now that I think about it, he got married literally to the date that we met 6 years, July 26th. So anyways, we met in 2019, started dating, that year, like in August. We were together for 4 years. The last year that we were together in 2023, before I moved to California, the last year that we were together, the reason I left to go to California was because he couldn't get his life together. I kept telling him, we've been together for 4 years, we need to move towards marriage or whatever. And I feel like you're not moving serious enough. We're trying to plan our future. He would always tell me no, we're getting married, and I could understand because he had just graduated college. He was trying to find a real job, career and all that, and I completely understood. That's why I stood by him for all those years. And then but at the end I was I felt like he wasn't being serious enough, and I'm not gonna spending so many years with somebody and you're still not married, it's you have to question are we meant to be together? So I decided to move to California. He waited till the 2 days before I left to go to California on July 4th, 2023. Decided to wait 2 days till I moved to California to beg me to not move. Then he was saying no, please stay. If you stay, we can get married. Please don't leave me. But it was too late. I told him it's too late, Frank. I already quit my job. I gave up my apartment. I already found a job in California, a place over there. And I said, we can take this year, figure out your life, your situation. I'm gonna live my life in California. If I find somebody over there, then maybe it's just not meant to be. If I come back and we're still single, like, you know, we can like see where it goes. The whole time I was in California, he was begging me to come back. He would tell me like, please pick out your engagement ring. Like, do you want gold? Do you want silver? Like, you know, like begging me, telling me like, come back and we'll start our life together. Okay. But like, it's not that easy. You can't just like, couldn't just leave. I had already like found a job in California. I had started like a relationship even over there. And then after a year being in California, I came back last July. I came back to Maryland. Okay. He was so happy that I was coming back. When I came back, he asked me, we kind of started talking a little bit, you know, hang out. We would hang out like maybe like once a week, like nothing serious for a few weeks.
What year was this when you came back to Maryland?
Last July, 2024.
Oh, okay.
So I came back, you know, July 2024, and then we started hanging out. And before we started anything, I said to him, are you seeing anybody? You're not dating anybody, talking to anybody, right? And he's like, no, like, I'm not talking to anybody. Like, I want to see where it goes with you. I asked him, like, on 3 different occasions, like, within, like, a week at the beginning before we started anything. He told me, no, he wasn't with anybody. So then, sorry if there's noise in the background. My nephews are, like...
It's fine.
Screaming. So he promised me like there was nothing going on. Okay, he works for I don't want to say where he works, but he has like an important job. So he works like a 9-to-5 job. So the way we would do things is like, you know, he would go to work in the morning. It would take him like an hour and a half after 5 o'clock to get home. So then we would hang out after work. That's why like people are like, oh, you guys only hang out at night. But it's like we both work. So we would hang out after work. People are like, oh, you guys don't have messages during the day. Why would I have messages during the day when he's right next to me? Why would I be texting him during the day? Mm-hmm. So then, so we would hang out during the day, and then we'd hang out on the weekends. There was never any indication of anything. I would go to his house. They have a Ring camera. He lives with his mom, and the little brother but the mom is always out of the country in Ivory Coast visiting the dad because the dad lives in Ivory Coast. So the only people that would ever really be at the house would be Frank and his little brother. And they had a Ring camera. So that's why I was like confused. Like, there's a Ring camera, so like, wouldn't they have seen me coming and going? Right. Like, I was always like, we'd be upstairs in his room, or we'd be downstairs, like in the basement. Like, 6 months ago, they have like a little guest room in the basement. 6 months ago, we were there on the bed watching a movie, and the next day he calls me and he's like, oh, like my mom found your hair on the bed when she was cleaning the bed, laughing about it. And he said that the mom said to him, if you guys are like, you know, being intimate, make sure like you guys use protection so that nothing happens before like you guys get married.
Right.
Okay. So I know the mom knew we were together, but like I didn't think anything because they're always out of the country, so I wouldn't question like, oh, when I'm gonna see your mom again, like things like that. I've met his entire family. I've spent holidays with them. Okay, like I was never the side person. Like I was with him for 4 years and I left him for a year. I came back, and this whole year we were moving towards like being together. His car, he's let me drive his car. His car smells like me. Like I spray my glitter spray, like it's all over the car. Like when we go to his house, like I didn't see any signs of anybody. There was never anybody calling him when we were together. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you have a fiance, wouldn't she be calling you?
Right.
Like he was never getting phone calls, nothing. On my Instagram, on my stories, I have all our pictures and videos still that he told me not to delete. Even when I was in a relationship in California, he told me not to delete them because he wanted me to, he's like, those are yours, like those are ours, like we're like, why are we gonna delete them? Like we're gonna be together. So of course, like if you have fiance, why wouldn't you want me to delete those pictures? Like if I was in a secret relationship, I would be doing everything for somebody to not find out. Like I would be telling me to delete my pictures, like, you know, all of that. So then this whole year we were just moving towards that. Even like a few weeks ago, I I told him, like, I don't know if I deep down had a feeling of something, not that I suspected anything, but like something made me say to him, like, hey Frank, like, do you really think like we're meant to be together? Like, do you think like this is supposed to just be like a friendship and we just have like a really strong friendship because we've known each other for 6 years, or like we're actually meant to be together? And he's like, no, we're meant to be together, like we're gonna be together. Even last week, so he had another opportunity. Oh, I said, if you don't want to be together, like, you know, if you have any doubts, like, we can just be friends. He had every opportunity to be like, hey, Sonia, you know what? I actually, like, there is somebody else in my life. Like, he never said that to me. I have all, like, since we started hanging out, I have all our messages together, all our pictures together, everything.
So recently during the when he went to the, of course, the marriage, and where do you think he was at? Did he say where he was at? Like, you have conversation with him, like more pictures? Because I guess what I've been seeing online is the fact that you didn't have no recent pictures. You only had a picture of him working out. Like, is there any more recent pictures?
Okay, so the reason I had the video of him working out was because he wouldn't tell me to take pictures of him doing his push-ups to, like, so he could see his form.
Right. Okay.
So it looks like I'm like sneaking a picture, but it's like, no, it's like he literally told me to take videos of him. We didn't want to post pictures, like, because we hadn't made it like official to everybody. We wanted this whole year. We were like taking the time to like re-know each other again after being away from a year from each other. Like, you know, we wanted it to be private, just us, before we made it like official. Okay. Even last week I was in his house, and then he kissed me, and then he says to me, and he was like teary-eyed a little bit, and I was like thinking, oh, maybe because we had some wine and made him emotional, and that's why he had teary-eyed. But like, I think it was because it was getting closer to his wedding. So he says to me, I just want you to know that, like, whenever I've never felt anything for anybody else the way I feel for you. Like, we have such a strong connection. Nobody knows me the way you do. Like, you know everything about me. You know, like, how I am as a person, how I react to everything. I don't even feel anything for anybody else when I kiss them. Only feel feelings for you. And I'm like sitting there, like, you know, thinking, oh, he's just like, you know, and being emotional, confessing to me how he really feels, because he's not somebody that really expresses himself all the time. So I'm like here thinking like, oh my God, like, he really loves me, you know? So the day of the wedding, he was supposed to go to my friend's wedding with me. I asked him, I said, do you want to be my +1 to the wedding? And he's like, yeah, I'll come with you to the wedding. He's like, when is it? And I was like, oh, it's July 26th. And then he's like, oh, July 26th? Oh, I'm actually going to be traveling to Ivory Coast for the week. So I thought he couldn't go with me to the wedding because he was traveling to Ivory Coast, like he said. That's why when, like, that morning that he dropped me off at 4, I wasn't feeling well. All my medication was at my house. So I was like, can you take me home? That's why he dropped me off. Like, everybody's like, oh, 4 a.m. But no, I wasn't feeling well. I said, because if not, he was going to drop me off at noon before he went to his dentist appointment. So anyways, but he still called me at noon to check up on me. And that's when I was like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, I'm on the way to the dentist. I'm running behind, but like, I'll call you later and we'll either hang out.
I need to know who this lady is because she needs to know the kind of monster she married on Saturday, July 26th in Fairfax, Virginia.
I'm trying to figure out, what did y'all expect the side girl to do? Like, she was supposed to, like, know her role and not say anything. Like, y'all talking about she bitter, she jealous, she's not a girl's girl. She may not be all of those things. She may not be any of those things. But he literally is cheating on his now-wife, or have been cheating on his wife. Like, I feel like y'all giving this man a pass. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, she wrong, she bitter. What did y'all expect her to do? Literally, what did y'all expect this lady to do? Not say nothing? Or let me pull her to the side and listen, that lady ain't got no loyalty to that woman. She don't. They're not friends. They don't kick it. It's the man's fault. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It's his fault. It's his fault for putting his fiance, now wife, in that position for another bitch to be able to expose her like that. Mind you, there are other ways to handle these type of matters, but baby, we live in an age and a day of social media. Like, if she could get a few clicks, if she could get a few shits and giggles to make everybody feel hurt because she's hurt, that's probably what people are gonna do. Like, I'm not blaming her at all. She probably knew about this woman. They've been together for 6 years on and off. Like, she knew this man friends. Like, she knew. But let's not forget whose fault it is. It's his fault. Because one thing I always say, I fear, please, Lord, do not have my husband out here having these bitches thinking that they got a one up on me, or that they know something that I don't know about my man. Girl, that's a different kind of hurt. And I feel bad for the wife. But what y'all expected the side girl to do? That's what they do. Like, that's what they do.